I find it impossible for us to watch the daily news on television without tears not flowing from my eyes. Hello, dear friends. I do not know if you or some of you have the same experience that I have been having lately, already for quite some time. I have made allusion to this in other speeches, in other personal conversations, because it is an increasing reality in my experience, and I'm quite certain in the experience of many more people. Namely, I find it impossible for us to watch the daily news on television without tears not flowing from my eyes. I don't need to tell you that the conditions of our world are very precarious. Crime, terrorism, and so many more evils abound, not only in our society, but all over the world. The world has always been bad since the fall of our first parents and the entrance of sin on earth. That has been the case. And yet it seems that lately the conditions have been far worse than ever before. Even the increase of technology, which is a great advantage to most of us, in many ways only tends to accelerate the progress of evil as well. We find religious persecution all over the world. Even as I speak to you, Christians in Nigeria, in Africa, are being killed by the thousands. Vengeance against people who need no vengeance for any reason is happening. Streets are not safe anywhere in the world because of assaults and robbery and even assassinations. We can multiply the instances where evil seems to grow and prevail. Terrorism in lands of the Middle East continue not only against those who do not profess the faith of the terrorists, but even many of their co-religionaries are also affected adversely. Many of them led into a violent death simply because of a minor disagreement which they might show. This is why, precisely why, Christians continue to proclaim the joyful news of the gospel of Jesus Christ, who came to earth to give his life as an atonement for sin. He took the place of you and me and of as many as put their trust in him alone for their eternal destiny. And I hope that you consider more seriously these words, this important reality, because God loves us with an infinite love, and that is precisely why he sent Jesus to take our place, to suffer what we should have suffered. And by putting our complete trust in his finished work, we may be heirs of life everlasting. And keep in mind that everlasting life is not a perpetuation of all of the abuse and all of the injustices and all of the things that we suffer on earth. But it is life in a different dimension. Life lived with God in the places that even now are being prepared for us for all eternity. So think seriously and act speedily before going there, that a place is prepared for you to enjoy the everlasting life freely offered to all who put their trust in the Son of God. Bye-bye.